having unsanctioned oil is an economic lifeline for Iran. If that continues, so long as the negotiations continue, that means that extending out the negotiations are not necessarily in the United States' favor and may in fact be in Iran's favor. If the longer the negotiations continue...
Well, Dylan, I remember what Scott Besson said, that they were jujitsuing the Iranians by temporarily easing the sanctions on Iran and oil during the war.
Scott Besson. Scott Besson has been saying a lot of shit.
What did he say today? I mean, I know that he sanctioned the Persian Gulf Strait Authority, which is what the Iranian sovereign government body over the Strait of Hormuz. But what else did he say?
Right. Today he said that someone asked him if sanctions relief would be on the table for Iran. And he said, nothing will be on the table for Iran until they hand over their enriched uranium or something, which is, of course, ridiculous. I also know that Trump
is saying that there will be no sanctions relief in return for any of this.
Yeah. I mean, what's happening is that there's like the thing that's being negotiated for the MOU for this initial negotiation period. And then there's the things that are being negotiated in advance, but not actually admitted that they're being negotiated, which is the real deal, the contemplation of a final deal, which will be concessions on the nuclear file from Iran in exchange for sanctions relief. Everybody knows that, but no one can admit it yet. Because Iran's possession of its enriched uranium is its collateral to ensure that the United States does not just fuck around and restart the war. That's why the sequencing thing is so important. Because if Iran agrees to give up its enriched uranium, and then the US is like, okay, uranium's destroyed, let's start a war again and then renegotiate, the whole thing is fucked.
Exactly the same thing that happened with Gaza and releasing all the hostages.
Exactly, with releasing the hostages, precisely. So Iran's very aware of that. So they're saying we're not making any concessions on the nuclear side of things. So the Trump in response is doing the parallel thing of saying, well, then we're not contemplating any removal of sanctions. Now, of course, the Iranians are like much more artful in how they do propaganda and how they talk about it and like our national sovereign right, blah, blah, blah. And the Trump administration people are just like petulant children, which, by the way, did you see the rumors that Vance was quietly taken off of the Iran file and put in timeout? And Rubio was subbed in, and the fact that Rubio actually did the necessary like minimum level statecraft to get the MOU actually like over the finish line or very close to the finish line has just like ostracized Vance, and now he's just depressed and not going to run for president.
Okay. Two things. One, this report mentions that he's depressed about it.
I'm editorializing
it. Whatever source in the room there, fake friend, fake fucking friend.